Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Once again, welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. I want to welcome him to Freedom March.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Today is Friday, the 4th day of October. We've had 3 successive murders starting from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 murders, 1 near Super Wash. And the former F&M Minister of Tourism, Mr. D'Aguilar, he is frightened because a Negro man, as he attempted to reach Super Wash, which everybody wants to deny, 2 Negro thugs driving a Japanese vehicle pulled up and executed another 27-year-old Negro man by the name of Marlo Gardner. So, Fred Mitchell, continue to ask the question, what do you want the government to do? Well, I know that Mr. D'Aguilar had an opportunity because he was an influential minister in the last government. But what did he do? He did not present a bill to the parliament demanding that murderers are hanged. No, I am not feeling safe going to Super Wash to wash my Negro clothes. That is a reality. In Exuma, I'm told that fish fry is burning in Georgetown, Exuma. That's what I'm hearing. So these are some of the things that are happening here in the Bahamas. It looks like I'm going to have to talk more about crime and see whether or not we could finally resolve as a people that we are going to hang murderers. It is as simple as that. This is Freedom March. God save young people everywhere. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Do, Lord, have mercy on us. Give us leaders who are willing to buy brand new robe and hang the murderers. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. It's powerful today. I declare war on the murderers. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and it's a very sad, sad day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas as the murders continue to rise. And it appears that we have no solution in terms of pushing back the murderers. Some people think that sending them to prison for a long time will solve the problem, but in effect, it will not, because there's nothing to be afraid of. And we have seen where there are countless number of young men who are currently on bail for murder. And bail is used so that they can continue the craft. It's big business. Money, lots of money is being made by just killing people. It's contract killing, and we are continuing to ignore it. So every other day, every other evening, every other morning, we are becoming alarmed. We now saw that around 11:30 p.m., a Negro man, as he was dropped off at the parking lot, heading towards Super Wash, two Negro men driving, it is alleged, in a Japanese vehicle. They pulled up and they executed him. It is said that they shot him multiple times. When it was all over, his Negro body lay in the parking lot. And that is now beginning to intimidate members of the clothes washing community. These are the Negroes who do not have their own washing machine. People like me who go to Super Wash. And we're now beginning to see that every time you go to a Super Wash, there is some Negro thug in the yard. There's no security. There's no police. And there's a bunch of women running these stores, and they themselves are intimidated. And so therein lies a problem where businessman D. Aguilar, he was a big-time F&M minister. But what did he do? He never said to Dr. Minnis, do you know, with all the murders taking place, we as a party, we as a government, must confront these killers. Now he appears to be frightened, but he don't run the Super Wash. I go to all of his Super Wash and I've never accidentally run into him. Okay? And so Super Wash is becoming a very unsafe place, and it may be that I may have to lead an outside number 3 washing protest, where we get our number 3 tub, our washboard, our detergent, go to the pump, fill up it, and wash in the back of the yard, because Mr. De Aguilar appears not to be able to provide us with protection. Now, we are aware of that crime because that man was killed. But Richard McKinney also died in the parking lot of Super Wash on Nassau Street. Richard McKinney. Check the facts. That is where the police got his Negro body less than 5 years ago. So we are in trouble in this country, but I blame it on De Aguilar, because when he had power, what did he do? He didn't stand up. He didn't say that the F&M had a duty to defend the people. Now, I scared to go to that Super Wash because Marlo Gardner, 27, he got executed in the parking lot. Anyway, this is what is taking place in our country. And the most I could do, since the politician will not push to move the impediments and to kill murderers, is to say, Lord Jesus, when are you going to come? Lord, let thy kingdom come, so that thy will may be done upon the earth, because the men who are in charge of the Bahamas, they appear to be afraid of the murderers, and I want the murderers to be executed in accordance with the law. I don't want no gang-style killing. I want the authorities to arrest them, charge them, take them to court, give them an opportunity to offer defense, because sometimes people we accuse may very well be innocent. And then at the end of the day, a jury of their peers will determine they're innocent or guilt. If they're innocent, they go home. If they're guilty, we hang them. So we've had 3 murders in 3 days. Isn't that amazing? Tuesday, a murder. Wednesday, a murder. Thursday, a murder. So what are we going to do as a nation? What is the parliament going to do? Anyway, let me see what the spiritual advisor is able to tell us from his prophetic ministry. Bradley?
Using the scriptures here, but quite frankly, Sandra, before we get to that, I think it'd been very unfair to the proprietor of Superwash.
Do you wash at Superwash? No, answer that question.
Of course. What do you mean?
Did you go there this morning?
Not to that location.
Do you know that I took clothes to Superwash this morning?
That location.
Do you know that I took clothes to Superwash?
That location.
I go to all of the Superwash.
No.
I didn't go to that one. They had a murder.
Okay. You didn't know that, right?
Of course I know it.
You found it out later on.
No.
Sandra.
So what is your point?
Here's
I am going to suggest that you pray
you have
first,
to be kind to
read
people,
the gospel.
You're trying to cost this man business.
No, I want this man to put in security.
All right, let's go to the word.
All right? Your problem is you better follow the gospel.
The devil is powerful.
You hear me? He's taking control of you. You ain't related to the Aguilar? You related to him?
It's amazing.
Huh?
It's amazing. It's another day, folks. Welcome to Freedom March. This is amazing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the Old Testament and New Testament. We're going to look at capital punishment. I find it to be very, very interesting that the Christian Council and religious people in this country fail to realize that capital punishment is actually upheld by both Judaism and Christianity. It endorses it. And so let's read Genesis chapter 9, verse number 6 from the Old Law, from the Old Testament, and let's see what it says. In Genesis chapter 9, starting verse number 6, Moses says, "Whoever sheds human blood, by humans let his blood be shed. Because God made humans in his image, reflecting God's very nature. You hear? To bear fruit, reproduce, lavish life on earth, and live bountifully." Genesis chapter 9, verse 6 through 7. Whoever sheds human blood by human hands, let his blood be shed. That's very clear. That's the Old Testament. All right, so let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to Christianity. Let's see what one of the apostles of Jesus Christ, here's what he says about the government. Here's what he says. "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted. And those who do so, will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, For rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath, to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Verse number 4 says, for the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath, to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. And we all know what the sword was used for during the Roman Empire. It was used to execute people. So there we have it. Both Old and New Testaments actually teach us that capital punishment is upheld by both religions, Judaism and Christianity. The word of God is forever and ever blessed. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Senator.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, folks, I cannot stop but to re-emphasize that within 3 consecutive days, we have had 3 consecutive murders. And on 3 consecutive occasions, the gunmen, they all escaped. So the question now is, what are we going to do as a nation? Do you have that photograph with those 3 politicians, or those 2 politicians and the businessman who were protesting many years ago? This is a photograph, my spiritual advisor. Who are these folks in this photograph?
One I recognize to the right to be Rupert Roberts.
Businessman Rupert Roberts.
One I recognize to the left of Rupert Roberts. Is that you? I can't see it. Is that Rodney Munker in the white shirt?
No.
No?
That is Branwell McCartney.
Oh, that's Brown McCartney. Okay, so who's that in that who's that Muhammad Sheikh? That's Dwayne Sands? All right, so you got Rupert Roberts, Brown McCartney, and Dwayne Sands. Okay, hang on, murderers.
That is when I took those 3 distinguished citizens throughout the island of New Providence to protest for the hanging of convicted murderers. Rupert Roberts, Branwell McCartney, and Dr. Dwayne Sands. That is what is lacking in the Bahamas today. Rupert Roberts, Dr. Dwayne Sands, and Branwell McCartney, they need to organize, and they need to take to the streets of New Providence and march to hang murderers. That is what is lacking in this country. So the Parliament has met. We have heard the position of the Deputy Leader of the Free National Movement, Shannon Dawg Cartwright. We heard the frustration of the National Chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Fred Mitchell, who asks the Hubert Ingram question: what do you want the government to do? So those are powerful revelation that has taken place this week in the nation's parliament. Well, among the people who also spoke about the rising crime has been Prime Minister Philip Davis. So let us look to see what the Prime Minister had to say to some members of the Negro media. Just bear with me, because it's powerful today. So let's see what Prime Minister Philip Davis say. One Negro media described it as this: PM calls for reset of the youth to combat, quote, senseless killings. Prime Minister Philip Davis underscored the need for a reset of our young people's minds as he condemned the recent murder of a young father and others. Mr. Davis told reporters that his administration was doing its best to address the surge in violent crime and pointed to efforts to ensure that youth was significantly engaged to discourage idle hands. My heart goes out to the family of the deceased, the Prime Minister said. The senseless killings that's going on, it's unacceptable. We're doing our best to curb the vicious crime. It really requires a reset of our young people's mind and to appreciate that there is a lot here, a lot of positive things that we can do that they ought to be engaging themselves in. The Prime Minister continued, and I quote him, "We have to ensure that we don't have that many idle hands around, because idle hands are the works of the devil. We are working assiduously to ensure that we have everyone engaged with our young men and women." The Prime Minister spoke on the sidelines of the annual National Conclave of Chambers of Commerce in the Bahamas at Margaritaville Beach Resort. His comments come in the wake of the recent killing outside a super wash on Blue Hill Road on Thursday night and the earlier death of Carlos Joseph, who was shot and killed on Tuesday while holding his 8-month-old child. The spate of public shootings have left residents and business concerned about safety and the effectiveness of crime prevention efforts. Superwash President and former Minister of Tourism Dionisio de Aguilar told the Tribune, "We are coming back because war must be declared." We see it all over the world. These are terrorists, and around the world, terrorists are being bombed. And I call for an abomination. Let us bomb these killers by putting ropes around their necks. It's hang, hang, hang. All right? Court Pu Ko Lee. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. It is a wonderful day that the Lord has blessed, but men are not making it safe. So the killings are taking place, and the parliament will not come together in national unity. The murderers are within our borders, and the parliament ought to unite. And we should hunt them down, take them to the nearest court, and prosecute them. But that is not happening. This is urban terrorism. That is what is taking place in the country. And the country is defenseless. Our parliament has abandoned its responsibility. That is not a very good thing in a democracy. I'm going to invite my spiritual advisor to keep this program on air by paying the bills. And I call on people who believe in freedom. This is a freedom train that I'm riding, and I need this freedom train to be financed because I've declared war on the murderers. And in order for me to be on air, I invite members of the public to come and advertise with Freedom March. I need funding, okay? Because TV and radio is very, very expensive, and I need to stay on air. Will you come and support the fight against urban terrorism by sponsoring Freedom March? It's powerful. Bradley?
Yes, Zoe International Ministries, under the leadership of Pastor Dr. Braxton Bowe and Prophetess Dr. Maria Bowe, is having a fun walkathon on Saturday, October the 5th, beginning 6:30 a.m. Registration starts at 5:30 a.m. and the walkathon funds will go towards youth in the community of Pinewood Gardens and Nassau Village, Sequoia Street. Each year, Zoe International mentors the youth in counseling, teaching, and development. The walkathon starts at Fish Fry and ends at Goodman's Bay. Join us for the Baines and Grandstand Homecoming Music Festival from October the 12th to the 14th and celebrate community heritage, empowerment with live performances, traditional Bahamian games, and the prestigious Cotton-Tree Award honoring those who have shaped the Bain and Grandstands community. Plus, 103.5 FM The Beat is your exclusive media sponsor, bringing you all the excitement live. Don't miss out on this incredible celebration. See you there. Looking for a quick getaway? Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anywhere, anytime. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
So, folks, there is this real preoccupation with crime and murders. It's real. Last night, near Super Wash on Blue Hill Road South, 27-year-old Marlo Gardner was gunned down. He was executed on his way to Super Wash. Did you hear what I just told you? That is what has happened. Let us now hear from the president and the CEO of Super Wash, former Minister of Tourism in the last F&M cabinet, Mr. Onuncio de Aguilar. We are all afraid. Super Wash president calls for action after deadly shooting outside Wash House. You heard what I just said? That is what our paper, the F&M paper, the Tribune, is reporting. Who paper is the Tribune? The F&M paper. That's what our paper, the F&M paper, is reporting. We are all afraid. Superwash president calls for action after deadly shooting outside Wash House. Now, since the Progressive Liberal Party came to power, the PLP, through its Ministry of National Security, has been liberal in giving distinguished business people guns. You heard what I told you? If you are a businessman and the government gave you a gun, hallelujah, hallelujah. Why are you not providing security for the business? Why are you not? Never before in the history of this country have we ever seen a liberal policy that permits businessmen not only to have a long gun, but to have a handgun. You heard what I just said?
That's to protect them, not you.
That is to protect the business.
No, that's not what that gun is for.
Well, then I'm gonna have to petition the minister to revoke some of these businessmen who got these guns.
Now you need to look at the license and see why it was issued.
All right?
Why the license was issued.
You heard what I just said? They got the gun because they say there's businessmen.
Right. And
Well, if I'm a businessman and I say to the Minister of National Security, dear Minister, I am a businessman. I need a gun. Obviously, I need a gun to do what?
now you have to tell them why.
To protect the business.
No, that's not what that gun is
You've
for.
never seen any of the letters. Have you ever seen any of the letters?
Yes, I have.
Really?
I forget now
Go ahead.
where I used to work.
Okay.
And I stopped there.
So you've seen the letters?
I stopped there.
Okay. I'm going to make sure.
Because I was interviewed
You
by,
were interviewed
by
too?
CID.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Okay. So
right.
you're responsible for that Negro getting a gun. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out how did he got
I was just
that gun.
referenced.
So that's how Joe Black saw that gun.
And I'm an upstanding citizen in this country.
I think I'm going to have to ask the minister
But Sandra,
to reconsider that
you're
application.
doing something unfair to this particular business, right?
So tell me what I'm doing unfair.
Why are you attacking this man, right? Now,
Were you in Super... Let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I was in Super Wash, and I went to the counter, right? They were serving a man. And after they finished serving the man, they will not tell the man to leave the counter. Now they wanted to serve me next, and I said, but you're not finished with the man. They said to me, we are finished with him. So I said, well, why is he standing here at the counter?
Was he collecting something?
No, he was watching me take out my wallet. See, I don't create problems.
You was behind him.
No, I was on the side of him.
Oh.
All right?
So the two of you walk up together.
And all Mr. Diagla needs to do is go on Nassau Street and look at his video.
Let me ask a question. Are there any security officers stationed at Diagla's locations?
I've never seen a security at Super Wash.
Okay, so that could be an issue, because I'm thinking that in the times that we live in now, that business establishments and those who run these businesses should provide security for their patrons. They should. All right. Now I know the Super Wash that I go to on Carmichael Road, there's security. Well, in that plaza. Not necessarily attached to Super Wash, but there's security in that plaza.
What all in that plaza?
They got a number house, they have a hair salon, store, a couple places.
And you think the number house security is watching Super Wash?
Well, they're outside. No, they're watching the parking lot.
No, they're not watching Super Wash. They're not watching.
Listen, the only thing I would concede to you is that Super Wash you're correct. They should provide security to protect
Well, I
their
don't want
patrons.
you to challenge me because I was there.
But don't be unfair to him.
I'm not being unfair.
and
You don't
attack
go to
him for-
Superwash.
Man, oh,
You don't go to Superwash.
You asking me, you telling me, man. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't be unfair to him. You're
Where
going
am
to
I
cost
being
him.
unfair?
You're going to cost him business.
He is in the paper. Have you read his article?
Yeah.
Have you read his article? Let's look at his article. I'm not being unfair to him. He spoke to the Tribune.
Yeah, you almost made it seem as if people should patronize.
We are all afraid. Superwash president calls for action after deadly shooting outside Wash House. Superwash president and former Minister of Tourism, Dionuncio Diaglia, today expressed deep concerns over crime after a 27-year-old Negro man was shot and killed outside a wash house on Blue Whale Road. Which wash house this was you think he was shot outside of?
Is the Blue Road near S. McPherson, right? That one
Which
there?
wash house do you think it was?
Was this one?
It was Superwash.
Right, so is this the one near S. McPherson?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm understanding that.
He wasn't talking about somebody else's wash house.
Yeah, we know he's talking about his own wash house.
Right.
But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the Diaglia did move at some point to make sure that security officers are posted at his wash house.
Well, there's none.
I want to
there's
give him
none
the,
on Nassau Street.
I want to give him the benefit. But I just see one on Nassau Street.
So
and
you
he's
need
been walking
to,
outside.
You need to tell me.
I see him walking outside.
Who's that Negro? Because he sure wasn't on duty when I went to the counter and there was a man who would not move. And I said to the cashier, "Are you finished with him?"
Let me ask a question. Remember one time, I believe it was me and you, we were someplace in the Sioux Valley vicinity when gunshots rang off and a Negro man ran past us and collapsed in the Superwash parking lot. Remember that?
That was one of many Negroes who have died in Superwash.
But the security was right there.
That was not his security.
Whose security that was?
That's a number house, man.
Anyhow, Sandra, I don't know what you run
Are
on
you
that,
listening to what
but
I just said to you?
I
just told
believe
you.
the
That was
Diaglia
not-
do
that
have
was not- No.
Well, we'll find out.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
You think I can go to the
Don't
wash
be
house?
mad. All you have to do is just petition the Diaglia and Mr. Diaglia.
You can't find the Aguilar.
You could find him.
I can't find him.
Okay, you can't find
I
him.
can't. You could find him?
He's frequent his wash houses, man, Sandra. He's go there.
But I have not seen him in the wash house since
Not only
he
that.
got. Since he. I've not seen him since he imported the brand new.
Let me tell you.
wash house.
Let me tell you where you're being dishonest.
Tell me when being dishonest.
Do you know? In the 3 Diaglia wash houses that I go to,
Yeah.
posted up is his picture, his manager's picture, and their phone numbers.
Have you ever called him?
Yeah, man.
And he answers.
Reach, yeah.
But he don't answer mine.
Well, I don't know then, Sandra.
He doesn't answer mine.
You're trying to make it seem as if you don't see the man.
And he
you
knows
can't
my.
reach him.
He knows my number better than he knows yours.
Okay.
You know how I know he knows my number better than he knows yours?
Maybe he understands something.
No, Rupert Roberts gave him my number.
He probably figured how contentious you are.
So,
That's why he don't
so now you find an excuse for him.
That's
I'm
why
a
he probably don't
customer.
answer.
I spend hundreds of dollars at his
Yes,
wash
we know
house.
you do. Yes.
Right?
Yes, we know that.
Now you.
But you make it seem as if you can't find the man when
I
the
cannot
photos,
find him.
phone numbers are posted up in
does
all of the
not
wash
answer my
houses.
call.
Okay. Anyhow, what you want him to do?
I want him to provide 24 hours security because he has the most expensive wash house and ironing house in the country.
He has to what?
I also want him to hook up the water to the government supply. What you laughing about? I went to the wash
You
house.
tell the man what to do.
How you mean? I mustn't tell him what to do. I went to the wash house.
Did your clothes get dirty?
And
From the water?
I went to the zinc. I was heated. I put water in my hand. And when I washed my face would stink. Because the water would stink. Now, if you don't believe
now,
me,
which occasion this is?
Nassau Street.
So you're trying to tell me that you're accusing
The
Superwash
water
of
will stink.
using well water?
Certainly, it ain't the government water.
Okay. I was going to ask if you think it's the government
It's
water.
not the government water.
Okay.
If it was the government water, I know the minister would.
But he can use well water. He just not
No, he should be hooked up to the government water. That's what he should be hooked up to.
Do you
All
know,
right.
Do you know how expensive that would be to run his business?
You know how much money?
You don't know.
You know the money
you don't know
he
what
sucked
he
from
makes.
us?
You don't know what he makes versus what he spends.
I know exactly
on
what he
expenses.
makes.
Come on now, Sandra. You know business. And
It's amazing.
they
It's
in business.
amazing.
Sandra.
Let's look at what De Aguila says. I don't know why you take
You
it
know
up for
business
him.
and business to fail, Sandra. You always have to find a way to survive. Why not use the well water? The well water is free. You still have to pay for electricity. All you have to do is just treat the water properly.
Dionisio De Aguila
How do you pronounce his name?
expressed deep.
Dionisio.
Okay, thank you. Dionisio De Aguila today expressed deep concerns over crime after a 27-year-old Negro man was shot and killed outside a wash house on Blue Hill Road late Thursday. Who wash house would De Aguila be talking about?
Is his wash house Sandra?
Right. Right. As the country recorded its 92nd murder victim this year, Mr. De Aguila told the Tribune, quote, "We are all afraid and we hope that something is done to bring a stop to this carnage
Right.
that seems to be ravaging our island."
Right, so you have to blame the
But
government.
when he was Minister of Tourism
Stop living
and
in
the
the past.
murders were taking place, he wasn't afraid.
Yeah, but you live in the past though.
No, I'm not living in the past.
Who's in charge?
If De Aguila had done what he was supposed to have done, we would not have all these murders.
Oh wow.
And it is not too late. I saw him at the FNM convention. And if De Aguila would go to party headquarters and speak, say me and Brother De Aguila at the party convention, right? And if De Aguila would speak to his leader, Michael Pentard, and put in Michael Pentard's head that there should be a bill of national unity where the PLP and the FNM agree on tabling a bill without playing politics. I would want them to do it the way the current Prime Minister, when he was leader of the opposition, and when they decided they were going to give Dr. Dwayne Sand that contract at the hospital, the FNM and government moved the resolution. Philip Brave Davis, as Deputy Prime Minister, seconded it. There was no row. Everybody agreed that Dr. Dwayne Sands was needed in the health profession, and the PLP agreed with the FNM. He should get the job. So why can't there be national unity on crime? Why can't the PLP and the FNM get together and defend the country? Defend
I agree.
the citizens. Well, that's it. And when De Aguila had an opportunity as Minister of Tourism, he was perhaps one of the most influential ministers in Hubert Minnis' cabinet. What did he do about crime? He didn't do anything about crime because he had his police security. He didn't do anything about crime.
So this one incident now you're blaming on De Aguila.
He is complaining because
He
his
complained to the
business.
government. He complained to the government.
His business is affected.
He's complaining to the government. The government
Right?
needs to take a hold of this crime situation. It's bad.
I can say that to you,
It's
but
bad.
he is a member. Please put up De Aguila.
But De Aguila's
picture.
no longer in power, Senator.
What you mean he's not
He
in
don't
power?
have the power to change anything
De
right now.
Aguila is a member of the ruling class.
So you can influence. You have the power to influence.
You
them.
don't know the.
He has the power to influence.
You don't know he's a member of the ruling class.
So he's the power to influence.
He's a member of the ruling class.
Okay.
De Aguila is not an ordinary
Now
fellow.
let's don't turn this thing into the Aguila debate. Now.
What you mean?
No, this doesn't make sense.
No, it's important. He's in the paper trying to influence. And all I'm trying to say is De Aguila must take responsibility because he was in a position just 3 years ago. And he did not do anything. And it's not too late for him to go on Mackey Street and talk to Michael Pentard, Dr. Dwayne Sand, Shannon Cartwright, and say to them, approach the PLP with love and unity, and say to them, let us not play politics. Let's go to Parliament together, and let's turn the murderers back. That's all. Because when the killers come, they ain't concerned about your politics.
Of course not.
Right?
We know that.
They don't concern about the woman pregnant. They ain't concerned that the man have baby. They're prepared to kill the baby. Because they did kill the pregnant woman with her 8-month baby. And the country was not angry. So therein lies the problem. And therefore, I have to carry on. And you have to understand why I'm rowing the Aguilar. I'm rowing him for 2 reasons. 1, he's F&M and I'm F&M. 2, he's my cousin. That's what my...
That makes sense to you.
Well, my daddy family tell me that. Don't forget now, if my pa family say to me, now listen, stop robbing out the Aguilar. And I said, why? He said, well, the Aguilar is our family. I said, we family to him? They say, yeah. I was so happy that I was family to the Aguilar. You know what it is to be family to the Aguilar? Huh? Oh, it's just amazing what's going on in this country. Cousin the Aguilar, he just let me down. He was a big thing in the F&M. Could have influenced minutes, but he had police security. You know, it's not police security. You know, this is not a whole man guarding your body. Do you know what it is? To have a whole man guarding your body. And you don't have to worry about the people. Now they're outside, super wash, killing serious man. That's how horrible it is. When Richard McKinney was slaughtered on Nassau Street, he did not say anything. You heard the name I just gave? Richard McKinney. Watch out for me. Richard McKinney was slaughtered right at Super Value in the parking lot on Nassau Street. Richard McKinney. If you believe I'm in doubt, ask the police where Richard McKinney was killed. All right? There's too much murders in this country. And the solution is easy. Let's move the impediment. Let's tell the people, speak to your sons, we are hanging. And that's it. That's it. The PLP and the F&M unite on it. Fred Mitchell say, what more you want us to do? And watch what I said, Minister, just hang these mothers. You see? Now suppose I wasn't saved. You see what I could have been saying on TV? But as a saved man, I even shouldn't think those things. So all I can say is hang those
right
mothers, fathers. You follow? It's just amazing.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
Lord have mercy on my country. What is this, Lord? That the criminals are slaughtering and our parliament is in a state of confusion. All we got to do is hang. Anyway, we'll leave it alone because there was another article in the paper that gave me some hope. It was an article involving something that the State Minister for Finance had to say about inland revenue and this threat about auctioning. You would recall that I've told you how a lot of old people now are complaining to me. You may not believe it. It's a good thing the government gave me a car. I now get up very early in the morning and start bathing off. This morning I had to go to an 81-year-old woman's house in South Beach. She called me last night. She begged me if I would come to her house. I felt so bad for her. She's 81. They keep breaking into the house. And since I work in national security, they tell me, because I ain't sure where I work, doctor that will have me playing medical people. The man from social service, he got me playing social service. So the woman told me they're breaking into the house. And I said, they are? She said, are you working with the Minister of National Security? So I had to show up and say, of course I'm working with Mr. Monroe. So I had to get up very, very early until Marcus get to me. And I head into South Beach where this 81-year-old woman, half crippled, showed me where the man them has come from. So I look at it, I said, okay, we can solve this problem for you right now. So immediately I contacted the Member of Parliament for South Beach, Bacchus Rule. And as I was calling him, I said, Lord, let him answer the phone, because this woman right here, and she thinks I said big thing. And then he answered the phone, and I went into the Holy Spirit. I thanked him for answering the phone. And I was so happy when I told him where I was. He knew the woman. And I said, listen, you got to find one tractor because she got a plenty bush in the back of her kitchen, and young men are breaking into the house, and old people ain't safe now. So I was happy when Bacchus assured her that he gonna find one government tractor and bring it in the back of her yard, because the bush really high, because there's plenty of rain in the back of South Beach. The woman's old, and she tell me every other time when she look, she gotta say, y'all don't come in this house, they're trying to break into the house. So these are the kind of things that are happening. Anyway, help and hope is on the way. Bacchus is going into South Beach. He'll push down that bush in the back of that 81-year-old woman's house, and he's gonna solve the problem. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save our young people. God save our old people. Let's unite. Let's turn the murderers back. I say, let's turn them back. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Moncur. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor, and this is like the best part of the show when we do birthdays. Bradley?
All right, we got a couple of birthdays to do today. You have the list, producer? Did you send it? Send it to me. Are we there? All right, great. Here we go. Who's up first? Desiree Pinder. All right, we want to. I understand she's one of the women, then. Whatever that means.
She accepts my leadership.
Oh, okay. That's what that means?
Yes.
Wow. Where you leading them to?
I'm going to lead them to glorious Bahamas.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Happy birthday, Desiree Pinder. It's coming from the entire Maynard family. They love you. And they're saying that this is powerful. Happy birthday to Desiree Pinder. Tara Bain. We'd like to wish our niece Tara Bain a fabulous birthday coming from our aunt Brenda. Monte, Sanea, Onan, and her parents Kelvin and Patrice Bain, all the Forbes and Johnson's families. Blessings for many more happy years to come. Happy birthday to Tara Bain, or Tara Bain. Dr. Cleo Pratt, happiest birthday to darling aunt, Dr. Cleo Johnson Pratt. She's all the way in Miramar, Florida. It's coming from her husband and children, the grandkids also, Brenda, Monette, and Sanea, and the hosts of Johnson's family. So happy birthday to Dr. Cleo Pratt. Okay, Bonnie Roker. We want to wish Bonnie, a.k.a. Bon Bon, a happy birthday. And it's coming from your mom, Marge, your sisters, children, and the Freeport family. Happy birthday to Bonnie Roker. Cynthia Sands is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Cynthia Sands. Greetings to Cynthia Sands, coming from her husband, children, grandchildren, great-grandson. We understand you're going to celebrate his birthday tomorrow, so happy pre-birthday to Mistress Cynthia Sands. Lorenzo Hutchison. We'd like to wish Lorenzo Hutchison in Bryland a happy birthday. It's coming from your lovely wife, Delary. Children, grandchildren, all in Bryland. They love you and want you to have a great birthday, okay, Lorenzo Hutchison. Anwar Bethel is celebrating the birthday. It's coming from your mom, Daphne Hannah, your brother, Christopher Bethel, your daughter, Makia Bethel, aunts and uncles, and all love you. Enjoy your special day. My first pain, Anwar Bethel. Kijana Harris, 52 years old, celebrates the birthday today. Happy birthday to Kijana Harris. It's coming from your husband, Ray, and your sister, Pearl. Happy birthday, Kijana. Frida Forbes is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Frida Forbes. It's coming from your daughter, your godchildren, and all the girls. Damn, happy birthday, Frida Forbes. Annette Cartwright. Annette Cartwright is celebrating the birthday. Greetings, of course, is coming from your 5 daughters, your grand and great-grandchildren, the church members, and extended families. Happy birthday to Annette Cartwright. Sean Herman. We understand it's Sean Herman. Happy birthday to Sean Herman McKinney. Greetings coming from his children, family, aunts, brothers, sisters, cousins, especially Sheila Camp, friends, co-workers at the Port Department, and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force team at Government House. They love you. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday to Sean Herman. Special shout out to Casey McIntosh at the Royal Bank Freeport branch, okay? Special shout out to Casey McIntosh. What do you have, Sandra?
Well, tomorrow is the birthday. Quickly fix this up. Tomorrow is the birthday of the national chairman of the governing Progressive Liberal Party, Fred Mitchell, I have been told. So I want to use this opportunity to extend a happy birthday to the national chairman. May he have more birthdays. And I think it's powerful. Fred Mitchell, I can't, it was just yesterday he was a kid. It was just yesterday he was like 35 years old. And it's amazing that Fred Mitchell could possibly be 70, maybe 71. Yeah. So if anybody see the national chairman, tell him I say, happy birthday. It's powerful. Tomorrow. Okay, so we have done that, and we want to wish everybody a happy birthday. It's very powerful. And we want to extend, happy anniversary to each and every one of you. It's powerful. Well, having said that, the State Minister for Economic Affairs, as you are aware, is Senator the Honorable Michael Halkitis, and he is supporting a push by Inland Revenue to auction the residents and businesses of citizens who have failed to pay their real property taxes. He has argued that it has taken a long, long time to reach this point. In some cases, people or businesses have not paid the government taxes for 10 and 20 years, and therefore it's no fault on the part of Inland Revenue. I accept his argument. His argument is powerful, but I'm prepared to show him. Listen to me. I, Rodney Monka, am prepared to show him where there is no tax. Where there is no tax, but there's a conspiracy to trick a Negro person so that others could get the property. All the things that he said is correct, but I'm prepared to show Michael Halkitis where there is a dirty trick to trick a Negro person because that person is believed to be ignorant that there is tax, and there is no tax. Take it from me. But everything else he has said is true. But I'm prepared to show him that in the midst of all that truth is gangsterism. And whenever Michael Halkitis is ready, I'm prepared to show it to him. I can prove it. And it has taken a long time for me to study it and recheck it and ask the other Negroes who are more intelligent than I am, who are more gifted, who are more intellectual than I am. I want to show him that in the midst of the rule of law is a loophole that allow people trading on the inside. And whenever he's ready, openly or quietly, I'm prepared to show it to him. Watch out for me. Because I kept quiet and I said to that Negro, come Negro, come. Because I know, see, I could talk to him like this. I know you ain't educated. Come, let me see. So he said, you ain't educated too. I said, that is true, but you bring it to me. All right? But everything he said about them who owe for 10 years and 20 years, who genuinely owe taxes. But I could demonstrate the game that is being played. Take it from me. Well, having said that, in the United States, there are some new political development taking place. We have an announcement that President Barack Obama has now committed that he's going perhaps on a 27-day campaign to stop Donald Trump. So that is a new significant matter in the United States. And it was interesting to note that this maneuver is taking place, which suggests to me that they are now certain that Donald Trump is leading and that he shall win. So everybody is now organizing to see if they can stop him. But I'm convinced that they will not be able to stop Donald Trump because there's some interesting things happening in the United States. And in fact, the American campaign, the American election, it is one of the greatest show on earth. Man, it's beautiful. I don't want to go nowhere. I can't wait to leave here so I can get before somebody TV and relax and just be entertained and then row, you know. It's great. And today I start my rowing in South Beach, where I visited an 81-year-old Negro lady who wanted to talk American election. So I decided, I thought this was exciting. She said she was in for Trump. So I said, okay, who are you for? She said, child, I'm voting for Kamala. I said, you really gonna vote for her? She said, yes. I said, okay, but I'm with Trump, okay? And she with Kamala. And I love her arguments, you know? She liked the fact that Kamala looks black to her. So I told her Kamala didn't look black to me, but I was happy if she thought Kamala looked black. Beautiful 81-year-old woman who seems to love the campaign. I just love how she's going to vote for Kamala. I didn't want to say to her, now listen, you know it's against the law. I think she's like me. We can vote. She's going to vote for Kamala in Nassau, and I will vote for Trump in Nassau. And we'll both keep our ballots in Nassau, because if we dare send that to the United States, they will indict us. And you know, I scared to play. See, I don't mind getting indicted, but the Americans will have to send like a boat for me, because I wouldn't be able to survive by the time they fly me way to America. But if they took me on a boat, I can manage that. So it was great. So this is what is going on. And there's a new development taking place in America where the affected states, because the hurricane has been very horrific. Man, is something, I mean, it reminded me of what happened in Abaco. And what is so unfortunate is they're only giving families like $750 per week. But evidence has emerged that if you went to the United States unlawfully, they'll spend like $1.5 billion on illegal immigrants. So I don't know. I got some American family. I was thinking that perhaps I should suggest to them that they should sneak into Mexico, put on a Mexican hat and shirt, go to the border and start talking Spanish. Try to jump over the wall. The Democrats, I'm certain, will pull them over and spend $1.5 billion on them. But the citizens, they're only giving them $750. That is what I hear. You know, I ain't sure, but that's what I think I heard on the American TV. Can you imagine that? That the Republicans are spending more on illegal immigrants than citizens of the United States of America? Donald Trump has to come to power to take care of the citizens, you know? So that's what's going on. So I want to remind Bahamians, remember, our candidate is Donald Trump. If you reject Donald Trump, it is a sign that you are racist. I want you to put aside racism. Donald is a wonderful white person, okay? We must go with Donald Trump. He's a businessman. He will take good care of the United States economy. And it is the Republican Party that spend money in the Bahamas. And you would recall in the heyday, every Republican came to the Bahamas and hide their monies here. You remember that? Our banking secrecy. And then Obama them come to power and they just jack up the banks. Now the bank them have all but leave. But the Republican Party, it's our party. They're opposed to all the sins that the Democrats believe in. So we must stick with Trump, okay? And we stick with him by praying for him and let us rally in the Bahamas. All right? It's a wonderful day. Remember the campaign. Remember the slogan. Vote for Trump. Yes, indeed. Trump knows what the Bahamas need. This is about interest. This ain't got nothing to do about who you love. This is interest. All right? We're talking about interest. All right? And suppose you don't like Trump. Okay? This is about interest. This is about economics. This is about what is best for the Bahamas. And the best thing for the Bahamas is who? Donald John Trump. Don't get caught up in emotion, but who black and who white and who pretty and so forth. Because Donald Trump is a handsome man. Kamala is a beautiful woman, but Donald Trump is a handsome man. So let's don't get caught up in that, okay? It's interest. And I call on every woman, if you accept my leadership, our choice is Donald Trump. And I want you to pray until every American recognizes that on November 4th, they must go Trump all the way. So remember the slogan, fight, 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. It's powerful. And by and large, the campaign has been peaceful. There's no new evidence that they're trying to assassinate him. It appears the Secret Service is now taking their job responsibly, and they're watching the Democrats to make sure the Democrats don't do no foolishness. And they're making sure that the Republicans don't do no foolishness. So it's a wonderful day in the United States. It's peaceful. And let's hope that by the 4th of November, the campaign will remain peaceful and the election will be fair. And remember, we have to watch the Democrats because Donald Trump has already told us that there's cheat. Now, we don't know because we don't live in America, but Donald Trump, he said there's cheat. See, he's not an ordinary man. Don't mind what nobody tell you. He's white. He's wealthy. He's a shrewd businessman. He used to own a resort on Paradise Island. He tell you, don't mind them. There's cheat. Don't mind. They're watching other people election. Donald Trump say, they just like third world nations. That's what he say. I know. I ain't that smart. But if he say so, I gotta listen to it. Even if I don't let them know I listening. But that's what he say. Remember, he say that. That's a serious allegation he's made. He's told the world, don't mind we are the richest. Don't mind we are the most sophisticated. Don't mind we are the most educated. Don't mind we got all the wealth. Don't mind we have the greatest armed forces. When it came to the election, there's defeat. They just like Haiti. They just like Venezuela. That's what he say. In the Bahamas, notwithstanding all this talk, Dr. Hubert Minnis did not steal the election from Philip Brave Davis. You heard me? No matter all this talk, Perry Christie did not steal the election from Dr. Minnis. They conceded. We should congratulate the political leaders of the Bahamas, the Americans. It's disgraceful what they're doing in America. They're keeping the election. That's what Donald Trump say. Me, I ain't that smart. I scared to fly to America. Donald Trump say it. Do not ignore what he say. Because if we ignore it, they can do it again. So we have to say to the Americans, they must set an example and surrender to Donald Trump once he wins. That's very, very important. Because if the Americans don't respect the democracy, it is not good for world peace. It's not setting an example They can't talk to Russia. When the Russian them start killing the opposition leader, they can't talk to Pakistan. When Pakistan start blowing off the leader head, they can't talk to India. And they really should get out of Haiti. Because look what Donald Trump is saying. And this is no ordinary man. And the greatest virtue of Donald Trump is he white. Don't forget that. Who's this? This is a white man. And he's really white. Because every time he come on TV, I just put my face to the TV to look at him. I said, boy, he white, eh? Donald Trump white. You know, Negro in him. And he said he defeated the election. That's what Donald Trump say. And I ain't no fool, boy. When you see powerful people clashing, get on the side and just listen. So I thought I'd tell that to you for what it's worth. I now then invite my spiritual advisor to say whatever he wants to say from here. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Something is going on in Exuma. Producer of the video, we understand that there's a fire at the Exuma
Fish fry. Georgetown.
That has created a serious problem. Now, what I don't understand, isn't there a fire truck in Exuma? It seems that they use no fire truck in Exuma. And this tractor is doing something that's very dangerous. I mean,
what is the tractor doing?
The tractor is risking his life by going into the fire.
What is he doing?
And the tractor has diesel in it, you know.
He's lifting up the fire?
It looks like he's lifting up the building.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Now, this is something that really needs some attention. To the Member of Parliament for Exuma, Justice Cooper, my brother, you got to pay attention.
What do you want Mr. Cooper to do?
All right. Now, if there's no fire truck in Exuma, then you have failed as the Member of Parliament for Exuma.
No, if there is a fire truck,
then it should be there.
Okay.
Assisting with this fire. Now, we want to find out...
Are you familiar with Georgetown?
Economic, yeah.
Do you know...
Georgetown is, you know, and I always wonder why, because, you know, I'm from Exuma. I always wonder why Georgetown has always been left in the condition is that they don't pave the roads. You know, that one particular cul-de-sac, basically, that's there. You know, and it's there's a number one tourist destination. The hub there is Georgetown. But hardly any attention is being paid to Georgetown.
What is wrong with Georgetown?
The roads are not paved. When was the last time you've been to Georgetown? I've been there about a month and a half ago.
And the road doesn't look natural?
It isn't paved.
Does it look natural?
It's, well, you can see it was kind of like paved. There's some black parts of it. But it's black and it's white and a bunch of potholes. No, don't laugh, because you haven't been to Georgetown lately. I've been there.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So don't laugh. Okay. I'm not telling you no joke.
So you've been to Georgetown, but I've never been there.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I've been to Georgetown lately.
Okay.
And I see the condition.
And while you were there, you didn't
Let's forget.
check.
Anyhow.
You didn't check.
All I'm saying is that...
Supervisor, you was there. You didn't go to the office of the administrator to find out what was going on?
Rodney...
Man, you're a businessman, you know.
Rodney, some of the questions you ask is just so silly, man.
Wow.
All right?
Why are you being so unkind to me today?
We wonder what economic effect this latest incident will have on Exuma. Anyhow.
This is Freedom March.
It is what it is.
Bradley Roll, he's been to Exuma.
Over and over again.
He's from Georgetown.
Georgetown is in a mess. It needs to be fixed.
This is powerful. God save the people of Georgetown. God save the king. There's fire at the fish fry. Fire, fire. welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor, and it's time to pay bills, Bradley.
Yeah, let's do that before we open the lines. Zoe International Ministry is under the leadership of Pastor Dr. Braxton Bowe and Prophetess Dr. Maria Bowe is having a fun walkathon this Saturday, October the 5th. Beginning at 6:30 a.m. Registration, of course, starts at 5:30 a.m. The walkathon funds will go towards the youth in the community of Pinewood Gardens and Nassau Village, Sequoia Street. Each year, Zoe International mentors the youth in counseling, teaching, and development. The walkathon starts at Fish Fry and ends at Goodman's Bay. Join us for the Baines and Grandstown Homecoming and Music Festival from October 12th to the 14th. Celebrate community heritage and empowerment with live performances, traditional Bahamian games, and the prestigious Cotton Tree Award, honoring those who have shaped the Bain and Grandstown communities. 103.5 FM The Beat is your exclusive media sponsor, bringing you all the excitement live. Don't miss out on this incredible celebration. See you there. Looking for a quick getaway? Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union Money Max. Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Money Max. Live your Max life.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Once again, I call on members of the business community. Help us keep freedom of speech alive. Help us to turn the forces of evil back. You may help Freedom March by becoming a sponsor. So come in, speak to one of our sales agents. We have some wonderful, wonderful prices. Sponsor Freedom March. We need to continue the show. We need freedom to flow like a mighty, mighty river. This is powerful. My spiritual advisor, if it pleases you, please
Behold
speak.
the Bahamas.
First of all, please speak to the chronic callers. I've watched that you are friends. They are all chronic callers. You are to tell the chronic callers to relax and allow new people to call.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
Now you are in charge. Go in now and spread the gospel.
Right, and also when you call the show, please don't forget to turn your radios down. When you call the show and the producer puts you on hold for us, turn your radios down, please. And the next voice you will hear will either be me or Mr. Monka, so you can speak directly to us. We don't get that feedback in the background. So the lines are officially open. The lines to call in now is 323-7775-698-0775 or 698-0776. Callers, we'll engage you. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Freedom March. Hello.
Yes, we did say chronic
Yes.
callers.
When you said about the chronic callers, I was down on the line. So y'all got to company Monday. So I want to send out a happy birthday to Opal Rhodes and her sister. Not Opal Rhodes. I think I can think it was that nothing. Opal and her sister. Now, there's
We lost that call.
siblings that are born on the same day, but they're not twins. They born, like one is a couple years older than the next one, but they born on the same day. They have a name for them. What type of twin they call them?
Well, they're not really
They're
twins.
not twins.
If they
If they're born a couple of years apart, they're not
No,
twins.
they have a name they call them, some type of twin they call.
sisters,
That's all?
that's all.
Okay. And also then I'd want to send out a happy wedding, 17th wedding anniversary to the Yoshi Gray and Harvey Gray, coming from their 6 children and their parents and all of their friends, including the corner caller, Julian. Now, I ain't calling Monday. Since y'all want to get rid of your corner callers,
Yeah.
I ain't calling Monday. But it's also to keep the show going. But that's all right. God bless.
Sorry about that, Julian. We didn't mean to hurt your feelings, man. Forgive us, eh? Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Go ahead, caller. You there?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
How you all do?
We're doing well. Thank you.
So, Mr. Munka,
Sir?
I am not pulling for Trump.
Okay.
All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, you want to know about Mr. Trump?
Yes, please.
You got to ask the Trump family.
The
And
Trump.
one of those Trump families is Miss Mary Trump, who exposed Mr. Trump, I think, in the last election over there.
Miss
And
Mary.
now you got Fred Trump III.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Fred Trump III is the son of Fred Trump II.
Okay.
Right, sir? And this Fred Trump III has a disabled son.
Okay.
And the ex-prime minister ridiculed his able son. Told him to leave his son upstate, move to Florida, and let his son die, sir.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Sir? So another thing, you saying that the Mexicans, right?
Yes.
I want you to know, sir, in the revolution, the Mexicans was fighting to save their country when the white man invaded.
Okay.
Okay, sir?
Okay.
So that land, what you call America, the western part of it, belongs to the Mexicans.
Okay.
And you don't want them in their land. Right, sir?
Okay.
And then in the same breath, you want the Creole-speaking people, right, south of us, to come in and take over our country, which you are part of. You have nothing to do with the United States of America. You can't go to the United States of America.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So me and your people, in one breath, you're saying, come to the Bahamas
Me
and take over our country.
people. Est-ce que vous êtes haïtien?
No, sir. No, sir.
Pour que
We
ça
speak in English.
pour que ça vous parlez mal,
excuse me,
l'équipe
sir.
maman.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Pour que ça
I
vous
didn't
venez
say.
vous parler comme ça.
I did not say
Hein?
that people
Mes
eat
amis,
cats and dogs, Mr. Trump.
fais mes téléphones là
Mr.
sous
Ma-
monsieur. How dare you betray us? We are of Haitian ancestry, and just relax, okay? Trump is our incoming world leader. That has nothing to do with my love for my people. Next caller.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Hello, caller. You there? You got 20 minutes. Go ahead, caller. You're live. 323-777.
So, and Manka, now this one time I on your side a bit, but that situation that happened to the Washington City where the Negro guy got killed,
Yes.
you all got to bear in mind, that man cannot, and I don't think much businessman could afford 24/7 to have a man on duty with a gun in his hand. Plus, you can't put these security around town to see these securing the premises. If they're not capable of it, and they cannot afford to hire police, because you have to pay the union and you have to pay the waiter.
What you mean he can't afford to hire police? You know what he making?
Yeah, but you know how much it costs. You know, or look at the Chinese, for example.
Okay.
You see everyone in the Chinese store has the police? No.
Most of them do,
That's
though.
a lot of money. See, you're not in the business, so that's your suggestion. I have a suggestion I could look. I was a policeman before.
Okay.
And ain't no way I gonna put no gun in my hand for no $5 an hour.
How much?
That's out the question completely.
How much would you charge?
And you looking at it. I put a gun in my hand to wait to someone's place. He got to pay me more than $60 an hour.
Okay.
That's for sure.
More than how much?
More than $60 an hour. That's my life.
Okay, $50 an hour.
60.
Oh, 60. Wow.
Okay.
And then you have to protect the man gun. And next thing again, remember that man did not go on, whoever did the shooting, didn't go on there to rob that place. They had their quarrels someplace else and the person get killed in the yard.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what you have to look at. Because that man has about 9 shops. Imagine he put 9 persons in each one of those 9 shops. And each person is so much money. He can't afford that.
Stop
This
saying
company would
that.
make no money.
Superwash is a multi-million
use their
dollars
radio.
business.
Just their idea.
Okay? But
Their idea.
but I respect what your opinion. I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, caller. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Turn your radios down for us, please. Welcome to Freedom March.
Rodney,
Sir.
Rodney,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Everything all right?
Yes, sir.
Turn your radio down for us, please, caller. Could you turn your radios down?
With the red, white, and blue striped flag next to you, because if Trump don't win, you know what the old saying used to be when Florida catches the cold. I forget how it goes, but when they have a flu, we catch something.
That is true. That is
If the opposite side wins again, we ain't got no worries. We can catch more. So, hey,
So
fight
you-
for Trump.
you for Trump.
That's for him.
You for Trump?
Yes.
This
For
is-
Trump, I might even go to,
You-
so I can have a half elected party like you're going to have in Nassau.
This is powerful. What island are you on?
I'm in Haverford. I'm the Conky Joe man.
Conquistador people always had sense. Listen,
Hey,
let's get together and let's throw a national party when Trump win.
you ain't got no worries. The night before I find somebody, I calling it a Trump party.
Well, listen, just send me some conch and some fish, okay? And let's throw a party.
All right, well, I got to call you on your private number in order how to do that.
Do
Okay?
that. Do
I
that.
can send you something.
Yes.
All right?
Okay. Lord,
I'll call you on your own phone later and get the information out of it.
call me. Lord, I thank you for the Conquistador people.
All right, you up? You all up?
We're going to support Trump. Me
Yes, sir.
and the Conquistador people.
All right, you all have a
Trump,
good weekend.
Trump.
All right, you too.
This is
Take care,
powerful.
caller. 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, call your live.
Trump, 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 fight, fight, fight. Mr. Bunker, how you all doing?
Now,
Right here, my dear.
Shanika.
Wonderful. Trump,
Leave it for
Trump,
me.
Trump,
No.
fight, fight, fight.
Shanika.
Trump, 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 fight, fight, fight.
Shanika.
Trump, Trump, Trump,
Caller.
fight, fight, fight.
You take care of yourself
This
now.
is powerful.
323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, call your live.
Hello?
Hello?
Your live, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
It's Spiritual Advisor.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
How are you doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm great, and it's so good to get through on your line. Now, I'm a first-time caller.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
Mr. Rodney Moncler, Senator,
Yes, ma'am.
I want to tell you this.
Go ahead.
Kamala Harris is going to put a good beating on Donald Trump.
You really think
Donald
so?
Trump ain't win this time.
Okay.
Sorry. You all go party after that.
You really think so?
I know so. I don't think so. I know she could win.
Okay.
But you all right, eh?
I am fine,
Well, that's so nice.
but I call upon you to submit to man leadership.
No, darling, I don't submit to no man. I must submit to Jesus. That's my man I submit to.
Okay then. Go eat.
Bye.
Go eat therefore and sin no more.
All right.
Powerful. Thank you.
right.
All right.
All right, take care, caller. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello.
You're live, caller. Go ahead.
Hi, good day. Rodney Monka, how you doing?
Listen, I am fine. How are you?
I'm fine. I was calling in reference to the security of the super wash there.
Yes.
I agree with you.
I thank you.
And that man who says $60 a day, the police them ain't getting
Wow.
He's an hour.
$60 an hour.
Yeah.
The police them ain't getting that.
Yeah,
that's foolishness.
crazy. Yeah, that's
Okay.
crazy.
And the idler have the money to secure his business
Oh,
because he makes plenty.
We are a wealthy family. Our family?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he needs to secure the people because, like you say, a lot of women usually be in there. A lot of women work for him.
Yeah. That is true.
Just the other day, they had video of fighting thing going on in the washout.
Yeah.
Secure the place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
You're
thank
welcome.
you, my love.
You're welcome. Take care. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Good day, Mr. Monica. Yes, this is Shanika. Excuse me, Mr. Spiritual Advisor. One question, sir. You censored me, but you didn't censor other people before me yesterday
Look.
regarding Mr. Trump. The Holy Spirit brought that to my attention.
No, that's not true.
Why
Now,
did
stop.
you do that?
Miss Shanika, between me and you? No, don't do that. stop lying on God.
I lying on God, I Christ called it as it is. You can't tell me the Holy Spirit said to me.
Shanika, ain't no Holy Spirit speak to you, okay?
No, sir.
All right, now you
Growing up
stop
my
that.
relationship, but I asked one question.
Listen, now you stop
Why
that.
did you send to me and you didn't
Right.
send to the other
Let me
people
tell you
ahead
why.
of me?
Let me tell you why, Shanika. We've been getting a lot of complaints about you and your commentary, all right? So whenever you call this show, we have been instructed that you are not to comment on anything that has to do with the United States elections, okay? Now, if you want to talk about things going on in the Bahamas, that's fine. You can do that. But as it relates to this United States election and Donald Trump, you're not allowed to comment on it, okay?
Hello? Mr. Monka,
Yes?
regarding the Pauline Davis situation,
Yes.
because I don't know what Mr. Spiritual Advisor have against me. Maybe it's my brilliance, but I will continue to shine.
You're brilliant now.
Mr. Monka,
Yes.
with the Pauline Davis situation, I found out some information, right?
What did you find out?
Yes, sir. That I went looking through the archives of Eyewitness News.
Yes.
And she was saying how it's been over 2 decades concerning them being able to deal with their property.
Wow.
She said, well, it's because of it was a mountainous area.
Okay.
But now it is being cleared down. My
Okay.
question, why did it take 24 years between 2 consecutive governments to clear that down?
Well, it might be that they were anti-woman.
Okay, I don't understand that.
Well, you see, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the women have only one leader, but they have totally refused to accept his leadership. That's me. I'm the leader of the woman, and that is why I call on Bahamian women everywhere to submit to man's leadership. Will you submit to me?
Well, I submit when you talking on God's side. You have a great day, yeah?
Do well, Shanika. Be safe,
have
okay?
a good weekend. You take care of yourself now. No love lost. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello. Good day.
Good day.
Spiritual.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Okay. Fine. Listen here. I want you to get 2 5-gallon buckets for your buddy on the side of you. After the results coming after the U.S. election, he can need one to sit on and one to bend his head over on. And he needs plenty of tissue, so get him plenty of tissue.
My brother,
You can need that.
there will be insurrection in Nassau.
No, sir.
I'm warning the PLP now.
Be
if
careful.
Donald Trump loses, I'm going to be saying insurrection, insurrection. I'm going to have my own insurrection in Black Village.
And you say you scared to fly?
Yeah.
They'll come pick you up, hit you one of them big needles. The time that you come to, you would be in the U.S.
Well, I don't mind if they give me the needle, but they can't carry me conscious because I'll be hollering.
Yeah. Spiritual, one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
A young man called you earlier this week asking you where Comfort Street is, and you left him on because
No, he
tell
didn't,
you,
he didn't
you
ask
see no
for
where it
Comfort
is,
Street.
but he ain't telling you because
No,
of that
no.
pass
He
through.
said honeycomb.
Could have had a star in your crown.
Tell this man honeycomb he asked for.
Honeycomb Street, was it?
It was honeycomb.
Honeycomb.
Yeah.
See, you got it wrong.
Yeah, honeycomb or whatever you say. But spiritual, you as a spiritual man, you're supposed to let the man know, say, look here.
He doesn't know. The spiritual advisor doesn't know where honeycomb.
But all you have to do is ask you.
Yes, but I said I was not going to tell the man because I didn't want him to go to see that fella from the United States.
Maybe you should go too.
No, I don't want to go.
Okay. All right, fine.
All right, thank you so much, caller.
Okay.
You take care of
All right.
yourself.
Yeah, you too. Y'all enjoy your weekend.
Yes,
Thank
do
you.
the same. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. We got 5 minutes. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello,
You're-
Mr. Munker.
Yes, ma'am?
We are Bahamians for Kamala Harris and women's rights to her own bodies. Trump is a liar. He's using faith to manipulate you and your spiritual advisor.
Oh, no.
Lord, I
when it
thank
comes to
you.
the scriptures, you can never manipulate me. I can tell you
Lord,
that
I
much.
thank you.
He is manipulating you. He's a
So let me
liar.
ask you a question. You believe in abortion then?
No, I don't. But a woman should have her own rights to her body.
Explain that. What does that mean?
If a woman has a miscarriage and
we're talking about
is
miscarriage.
deemed ill and would die because of that, she should not keep a baby in her body that is already dead. Or
Of course not. Nobody
we're
is
not talking
saying
about
that
that.
if there's a dead fetus in the woman,
Yeah.
it should be allowed. Listen to me. You obviously ain't safe. I'm going to call you to a day of submission. You need a strong man in your life who will put their hands on your head. All right? Woman, I want you to relax. Donald Trump is more safe.
He is a liar.
Yeah, he might be a liar, but he's more safer
Mr.
than the
Bunker,
other
no one's
candidate.
eating cats and dogs.
Say it
You
again?
believe that?
Say it again?
No one is eating cats and dogs.
Yes,
You said
they
that
are.
on television.
Leave that
And you
alone.
believe that.
Listen to me. Tout moun yo mange bagay. Ou pa kone sa?
You done there. You probably agree. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, good afternoon.
I must say my prayers are with the persons of North Carolina and Georgia with that devastating Hurricane Helene.
yes.
But what I want to know, and I know we always get assistance from the U.S., does the Bahamas send anything to the U.S., like in terms of assistance, relief?
Well, I'm not aware if the government has officially done it this year. I know in
We did in the
previous
past.
time it has happened. All right? Now you got to understand the Americans. They don't like foreign assistance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in some instances they don't. You would recall that Comrade Fidel, before he died, there was a major storm in Louisiana. Comrade Fidel offered to send doctors. The then president of the United States might have been George Bush. He refused it. I thought that was a mistake. I thought that since we all belong to the Americas, it was a good example by Comrade Fidel. After all, communism, based on Comrade Fidel's ideology, is about helping commune, helping community, helping people. But the Americans rejected it, and they may have done it for security reasons. I really don't know. Okay?
Yeah, well, that is very interesting. But in addition to that, I'd like to say that what the Democrats have against them now also is the port workers.
Yes.
That they are now, they kind of like dissing the Democrats with the situation they're in, and also the hurricane victims, because they didn't really see the government. Is said actually is alleged that the government wasn't upfront there in terms to give them their relief, and
That's
also
true.
they were only given $750
It's a national disgrace.
a one-time gift.
And if I was a member of the Bahamas delegation to the United Nations, I would move a resolution condemning the United States for failing to adequately protect American citizens. What is happening is gangsterism. They prefer to support illegal immigrants so they could vote in the election to prevent Donald Trump from becoming president. But the gates of hell shall not prevail, and we shall liberate the United States through Donald Trump. Okay? Because
Trump, fight.
Trump.
Thank you, Carla.
Fight. Lord, I thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Yeah, have
I
a good
thank you,
weekend.
Lord, for the women
Let's take this last
who
call.
are finally seeing the light.
Let's take this last call quickly.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're
This is
live.
powerful.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
You all have a awakening. Pamela's going to get that with flying colors.
No.
Definitely.
No spirit of Jezebel will prevail in the United States.
I mean, how could you all go for this stupid man?
Stop calling man stupid. Your problem is you don't want to submit. You will submit if we hold you down.
Not for him, no.
That's your problem. You're anti-man.
He is so stupid
Stop
and
saying that.
ignorant. He don't have no
Hang up this
sense.
phone. I'm not going to have her attack the incoming leader. All right? You stop it. That's the problem in NASA. These women don't want to submit. Talking about gender equality. If you believe in gender equality, you would respect man. After all, men are designed to be on top. That's powerful. Anyway, folks. I'm having a wonderful day here in the Bahamas. Lord, I thank you for the democracy. Lord, I thank you that the Americans are tolerating me interfering in their campaign. Everybody else is doing. If the Chinese, who way over there in the East, is trying to influence the election, certainly me, I'm an American. My forefathers, we came out of North Carolina. Don't forget who I am. I'm from Grand Title K. And we continue to support our late, blessed, sovereign King George III, who these Americans overthrew in 1776. And that's why I yearn that one day Charles shall be King of America, and this will be powerful. God save the United States of America. God save the campaign of President Donald Trump. May men and women submit to his leadership and he be elected. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. God save the King. God save the King. Let Donald Trump reign. Let him reign like a mighty warrior